Okay. Still just getting organised, if anyone, I don't know that anyone's here yet. Okay. Oh, that's not too bad. I was a bit worried I wouldn't have this. Well, I guess I should say, oh, that was a bit of a big car backfire. Anyway, hello, my angels and devils, and all who may wander here. I'm Amanda Christina. This is Heavenly Imaginings, and it is New Year's Eve. It is 1 hour till midnight. I'm using my Jack Skellington cup that Jojo got me last year. No, the year before. It lights up, so it does something festive. How are you? Other than hot, because I had to shut my front door to do this, so I wasn't annoying the neighbours too much. And so it's like, oh yes, and this is what I am drinking. It's Schweppes natural infused mineral water with lime, and it's sugar-free. And there's no nasties in it either. Just natural flavours. I have a whole heap of stuff I got from my sisters, and I started a project today. So I have both things here. No problem. Hi, Pamela. I really liked your videos this year. Hello, Elegant Delights. And I always forget your name. Is it Grace? It's okay. I have terrible typing skills these days. Oh, yay. I remembered your name. I'm so relieved. I forget. And then so does anyone want to see what I got from my sister for Christmas? I got to choose most. I like mineral waters, and I thought, just in the thought of trying to cut down a bit of sugar, like I with Bickford cordial, it is so good, and you don't need heaps to flavour the mineral water. So like I usually get at least an extra 50% more out of it than you're supposed to. So I really like that. But I thought these were on special too, and I tried a couple the first time they were on special, and they were good. So I thought I will try them again, and I thought it'd be a good sort of, to break up the drinking of fizzy, because I don't drink tea or coffee. Like I don't mind tea. I just am not a big tea drinker. I'm not a big hot drinker. I would try it and see how I went, and I really like it. But gee, it's expensive if it's not on sale. It is kind of weird in that, but I guess I grew up in the era of clear and clear cola, so it doesn't trick my mind as much. This is my block full of, so I thought this would be a good chance to share. So like she wrapped everything in super, super cute Minnie and Mickey paper. And I got a really cute little tag. See, it's stuff like this, like, because I don't go to places where they put all this stuff on clearance, I never get to get a lot of this stuff. It's kind of sad because the craft room is like, then I got a Mickey Mouse water bottle. Don't tell my sister. I like this for cold water, but I actually am more of a sippy cup kind of, a sippy bottle kind of girl. But it is super cute, and they did well picking that for me. I'm doing all the non-things that I didn't pick. Then she got me these in the clearance last year, like a ceramic sort of tile Minnie Mouse ornament and Daisy Duck ornament. They are really cute. I got really spoiled. Like, I knew I wasn't getting anything off my eldest niece because of the fact that she gave me 2 nights accommodation in Sydney, and that's kind of my present for a few years. When I had the wedding to go, she goes, something else. Yeah. And my sister was like, apparently there was a point where everyone was saying how kind and lovely I was or something. But so you'll have to forgive the rustling of this one. She bought this for me, and she's like, you probably aren't going to like it because I'm not really into like things that collect dust and stuff. But It's Disney, and I love Disney mugs. So, and this is stunning. It's Belle, and it says kind at heart. And then it just, how gorgeous is that? Like, so that's the teacup I got, which I don't even know how to wrap it back up because it's not, because the tissue paper is a bit. Yeah, so that's my things that I got to unwrap. Then what she does is during the year, if she finds bargains or accidentally buys two of something, doesn't need it, or, you know, she puts it in a present bag for me, and I just keep picking until she tells me to stop. So fly and some bugs and things. I think it was getting a bit squished. So it's the Paper Mill Studio. It's got a nice deckled edge on it as well. I don't even know where to start. Then when Aldi had their craft stuff, I probably should have asked for a few other things, but I wasn't sure what I wanted. But I did know I wanted the pinking shears. So she got me the pinking shears. I wanted these, and I finally got a crimper thing to go with it, because back sort of mid-year, a few of the American girls were doing like a chip packet with a clear acetate window. And it's how a lot of companies were starting to package stuff over there. I don't think we saw it over here. I never saw it. So I wanted to try making those, and I wanted the pinking shears to do the bottom of the chip packet. Kind of a long story, but you know me, I get a bee in my bonnet. I want to try something. She got me these art pencils. I think she had a few extra colors or something when she was ordering, so I got those 3 to try, and they're literally a solid pencil, so they'll be really interesting to play with. I'll pop them in my watercolor box. And then I chose some glossy oil-based paint markers, because I always figure they're good things, especially if I get back into mixed media this year. It might be happening this year, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I chose this little set of Inky Antics stamps because I have some of the honeycomb paper. So, and these are cute little elephants, and I don't really have any elephants. Now, most of you have already seen Carpe Diem. So she grabbed Carpe Diem and put it in my present thing so that I didn't have to add more to what I owe her, which I'm scared to ask how much it is, but that is on my agenda for February. From February onwards is to start getting on top of all that. At the moment, I just have to get on top of Afterpay, a few other things. So she got me the paper, the ephemera, and that's all the really pretty ephemera pieces. Then she did the stickers, which are just gorgeous, and the Project Life cards. So I'm getting I've got a nice collection of Project Life stuff and that now. So let me just pop all this back in the bag. And so that's all my like Christmas presents. Now there's a whole lot of stuff. Every time she's somewhere and she's like, sees stuff and she's like, okay, do you want this? Do you want that? And it's very hard to say no. There's a reason that a few of us call each other dirty, rotten enablers. And I'm just very lucky that my sister let me pay her off for stuff, and otherwise I wouldn't be able to get a lot of things that I do. And this Hogwarts bag was in my Cotton On / typo haul. Let's move that out of the way. So see, when I say my sisters, it is not an exaggeration. This is like full. We had Kaiser had a really, really good deal, except these have all come off the panel because I had a look at it. So let me pull it out. They sometimes do amazing die deals, and she was doing an order. Oh, I love that bag. I did get 2 of them for myself and ended up gifting one to another friend. I had wrapped all her presents in Harry Potter wrapping paper, and it felt weird to be gifting her other fandoms and nothing Harry Potter when she's paper. So this was $20. So she was doing a Kaiser order and she grabbed these and another pack for me. So these were $20 and you got 10 Kaiser crayons. the Christmas pack. I know they still have some up on their website, but for $2 a die, you can, even if they're not ones I will use, I can put them in my present box and stuff. So this gorgeous holly frame was in it. I'm really happy to have this because I have been eyeing a Ferris wheel die for ages because I want to put a Mickey Mouse in the center and make it the it's the Incredible something now, but it was it's supposed to be the Mickey's Fun Wheel. I love Harry Potter. Did you know there's a Harry Potter paper range and washi to the dies and all the house emblems, and I want them so bad, but that's like $80. So then this is a card front type one that cuts and embosses, and it just cuts out the yeah, so it does your little spotties and cuts out a little spot for you to put a sentiment and stuff. So that's kind of cute. This is really cool because I do not have nesting triangles, so this was a really cool one. And they all have that magnets in them. Yeah, there's a couple of companies that do paper as well. I found out on scrapbook.com, but there is actually a whole, and there's a new range that's just come out or came out towards the end of last year. So then there's the word ones, grateful, thankful, and blessed, and they're really decent size. So like a lot of these are really useful. I thought this was really cool for $20. Hi, Wendy. Little bell. A hip hip hooray. So I thought for $20 this was really good. Yeah, they do, but it's like $50, and I'm not really a planner. I got two of the typo sort of year like diary planner / planner type things they had, and they both have I am up to no good on them. So they're Harry Potter themed. And that's good enough for me. They were $7 each when I did my order. So then there's these stars into your cardstock so they don't cut all the way through. I thought that was pretty cool. So there isn't anything in this one that I wouldn't use. So I thought for $20, this was a really good one. And then you get words, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, greetings, merry and bright, peace, love, and joy. And the good thing about that is the happy, the greetings, the love, joy, even the peace are ones you can use all year round. And then there's this decorative one. This is probably the only one I'm iffy on if I would use or not. And I know I have a lot of friends with die cutting machines, so if I decide that it isn't one I will use, I will put it in my to gift someone pile. But 9 out of 10 dies for $20 I thought was pretty, like wanting 9 out of 10 for $20 was pretty good. So that was the one of the things. And then the other thing she got me, because I wanted it, was an embellishment pack, and this was $10. So she have absolutely wanted to go nuts, but I was just like, okay, can I have these two things, please? So this is mixed embellishments, and this one wasn't pictured. This must have just been an extra thrown in, but I've got a couple of little bird's nests. Super, super cute. Like these are older collection stuff, so they're not new stuff, but for the price, they're really, really cool. Some pearl trim, some, I think these are Law Valley. I loved the Law Valley paper range. I used mine, but there's some Law Valley brads, some Duchess brads. I don't think I saw the Duchess collections. Some Law Valley stamps, and I don't own these stamps, so that made me happy. I really like that journaling spot is really nice. Some Duchess, the patches, that's the word. Le Chateau, like die cut elements, which are always, I find this stuff really handy. This was just it's $10. There was 3 different packs, and this was the one I liked the most. So these are Duchess of the same sort of die cutty bits. These are really good for doing albums and journals and stuff. And then there's a couple of alphabets. I'm not a huge fan of alphabets because I don't really use them, but they do come in handy. I do have a folder where I store all my alphabets. So these ones are Duchess, and they give you, they actually give you a fair amount in them too. And these are gorgeous. These are the Law Valley. I do like these. These are beautiful. But then I was in love with the Law Valley range. That's quite a few years old, because I remember that being around close to when I started scrapping. Some gold pearl and then some really nice vintage style ribbons. So the only other things in this bag are, she got me a second-hand street directory. She got one for herself and one for me, for maps and things, and they were really cheap though. She got them super, super cheap, so she got me one of those. $1. It was $1. So, and then the one thing, because sometimes you don't, as much as I love my, sometimes big die cutting machine to $10 each at the time. So that's pretty much the only reason I grabbed this while I could, which is the diamond press. And it comes, it was because they were so cheap, like seriously cheap. Like I was kind of, I ummed and ahed over this, and she's like, do you want it? Do you not want it? Do I put it back? And I'm like, actually, no, keep it, because sometimes I do crafting in my room. So this can go in my room, but also sometimes it's really cute. It came with little tiny scallop circles and the little plate, but sometimes you sort of, it's supposed to, and I don't know that mine does it because it's not been, it probably doesn't help that it's not on a flat surface. Let's just move my paper and see if this works. So I got for $10. Hang on. Okay, mine doesn't stick properly, but no, mine's not sticking down properly, but I'm not going to stress about that, because mostly I wanted it to be able to just die cut portably, or if I just, you know, sometimes you just want to die cut a single word or something small. So that's why I wanted it. So I'm not going to stress that it doesn't do the one of the things that it's supposed to, because honestly, I wanted it just to be able to cut small things out. Okay. That's that bag. Yeah, it was a really good buy. These were originally over $50, and Tim Holtz had bought his out, and we'd both been sort of umming and ahhing and going, we would like that, but it's really expensive. And then Blitsy last year had a Nicole version, and it was still more expensive than that was. And when Spotlight was clearing them out, and get use. So let me just put all this away. There's one more bag of stuff, if you can believe it. Oh, okay. So yours didn't stick either, Pamela. So maybe it's just a common thing with that. Yeah, I think you've got to get it on really good special for it to be worth grabbing. Like the thing is with Tim's stuff is that it works together. One of the things, like I think a lot more brands are doing more cohesive collections. They color match like their watercolors to other things and stuff because of Tim. I know I have a big thing at the moment where I really, really want some Prima Art basics. So last bag, she found 2 rolls nice enough to gift me. Gorgeous unicorn. What's it called? Contact. So she found that at Vinnie's, and she grabbed both rolls that were there, and she was nice enough to gift me one. And she said, I know how hard that was for her, because that is gorgeous. She'd done a small Blitsy order, and I grabbed the Alice in Wonderland paper pad when she did, because this is one I have wanted for ages. I actually didn't realize how cheap the collection was on Blitsy, but this is why I grabbed the stickers that I got so many sheets of, that pretty much everyone I know that is getting Happy Mail this year will probably get a sheet, even if they're cut up to be a bit smaller and fit in the Happy Mail. But most people I know will probably get a sheet of Alice in Wonderland stickers this year, because I have heaps. Not that I want to part with them all. I will probably keep a good selection of them. Yeah, it is. It's really gorgeous paper. I actually wanted more than one of these, but I was behaving. Like I've just been, and I was going to get the ephemera and stuff, and I didn't realize until my sister said it's half price, and I'd already done my order, and I was like, ah. And then I got the extra, what do you call it? The extra sheets of stickers. So, and there's a lot of Alice in Wonderland stuff on eBay and Ali stuff, so I wasn't too worried. So she grabbed this tissue paper for me because, as you know, pattern tissue paper is hard to find here, and this was only $2 for 10 sheets, so that'll go in my Christmas stuff. I've just put some stuff to the side because it all goes together. Then she got me the Christmas, because she asked me the festive Project Lifestyle cards, and that is because I don't have many, so I wanted Christmas ones. That belongs there. She picked this up for $1 in Sydney, so it's just a mold. If anyone's tried the Podgeables, just I sticks sort of thing, and I don't like them, but these are also good for resin and other things. Another just different design in the tissue paper, which I really, really love. These were in my Blitsy order because they were only $1 or $2. And then the paper tape, I'm pretty sure that was all I got in the Blitsy thing. Like, it was just a few little things. It was like $10 or something. So that the Tim Holtz paper twine. Then we went halves in a packet of official reports from the North Pole, because I thought these would be fun to put with Happy Mail. Obviously not this year because I didn't get them till Christmas. This is from Halloween. She got this super, super cheap, and I'm probably going to do the eyes and fix it up a little bit more. But yeah, the gingerbread paper is super cute. I have a different one from Spotlight from a couple of years ago. Okay, what else is in here? Okay. Not sure why this trimmer's in here, but he gave me some new. I'd been wanting some of that. It used to be that I would order wire and get tiger tail. Then I would order tiger tail and get wire. So I get so annoyed. Hello, Laura. So this all belongs together, I think. There might be a little bit more. Oh, yeah, there's something else that goes with that. So I'll just pop that to the side until I find it. Okay. That goes with that. More Christmas paper. So then there's another, made new ones with them. So these were from an ages forever ago Kaiser order. These were, what'd you get? Sticker roll, 200 stickers, and they were like $3 or something because they had 50% off everything. So they're really nice little. She's like, do you want to just go halves in a roll? And I'm like, you know what? They're actually pretty cheap for what they are, for how many, and because I've got a lot of mermaid stuff, I just thought these would be really nice for that, and to put in, like, to cut a few up and put them in with mermaid projects. And that was that's the other thing I got with those is the sticky notes, and I love sticky notes. There is holographic lines on them, and then there's like a full hollow one. So yeah, I'm loving shaped sticky notes, because they're really good for journaling spots and decoration in albums and stuff. So these are, bear in mind, this is like over 6 months or so. Like, this isn't all just at once. There's just, yeah. Which she got mad, I think, really, they were a couple of dollars. I can't remember where she got those. A couple lots of these folders because of, let me pull one out to show you why we've got obsessed with these folders. Other than the pretty pastels, it was this one, the holographic mermaid scale. Well, hi Joanne. I really wasn't into sticky notes until I got some Prima ones that I started using as in a wedding album, and then just like, wow, these are really a versatile thing. Then from the big pack of this, I can't remember. I think I got something else, but yeah, I get so confused because Kayla brings out so much stuff that it does get confusing. So, and she's probably going to yell at me for saying that. This is what I talk about, us all being enablers. So there's some more tiger tail granules, which are some stuff. So these were $10 or $11. Hang on. We do so these are Crafter's Choice, and when they're on special, they're super, super cheap. So this is the unicorn one, and I love this Not sure why they put black spots in there. Love this. This is cute. Am I the, like, this is the cork style, but am I the only one who doesn't really like paper with the photographed glitter look? It is gorgeous. This is cute with the drops. Like this with the unicorn. See, they're glittery, but they're not glittery. They're from Spotlight, Pamela. That's gorgeous. I love that. Then another one that's sort of supposed to be gold but isn't, but super cute nonetheless. The balloons. The horses, which, as my sister said, why are they not unicorns? But I suppose you can add your own horns. Yeah, you guys get so much stuff, Laura. I am in awe of just the gorgeousness you get. We get one in a while. We stumble across some really nice stuff, so we get lucky. But it's really cool because then we can send each other stuff and make stuff, and it's made with different things too. So that's another unicorn one. I love these pastel sprinkles. They're so cute. I have a friend who'll flip for those. This really cute sort of unicorn with the rainbow horn. The fairy floss. I love the fairy floss. Or as other people call it, fairy floss. What's the other word for it? Why can't I can't think of it right now. These really nice ones that you can cut apart of the unicorn horns with the flowers. See this, like it's faux glitter. Candy floss. Oh, no, there is another name for it. It's not just candy floss. There's something else people call it. Like we call it fairy floss. Cotton candy. That's the word. You got it when I did. This cut aparts one. I'm not super fussed on that. I like some of the pieces, but I will probably just cut that up and gift that as ephemera. I like this sort of trippy mixed one. This is like those marshmallow things. This is a very food orientated pad. Then there's like Unicorn Magic, Believe, One of a Kind, these ones with the little bits around them. Then there's this super cute sort of hand-painted rainbows and clouds. These sort of speckly spots. This gorgeous sort of sunset-y type watercolor. And that's it. And don't throw out your chipboard from the... Oh, this is super thick chipboard too, but don't throw out the chipboard from the back of your paper pads because you can use it to make albums and stuff with. So this one I thought would go with the Moonchild, and there's a die cuts with the View paper pad that Tabitha and I both hauled earlier in the year that is sort of space themed. Oh yeah, and flip books and mini albums. So you've got this one, you've got the sort of these ones which I think will go really well with the one I hauled at Christmas time, the Anna's Craft Cupboard. I can't think of what it's called, but it's sort of like a retro space one. I love this sort of galaxy. That'll go so well with the Moonchild. The stars. Oh, that's really cool, Laura. Yeah, I haven't finished a big paper pad in ages, so but I'm thinking of starting to steal the chipboard off the backs of mine because the way they're stored, it won't matter. This really nice black and white. These triangle patterns, these beautiful, beautiful cut aparts. So for a $10, $11 paper pad, which for us, for getting a size like this is really cheap, the spaceman, the sort of stars, more cut aparts in the 6x6 size. These would be really good for album covers. Some more triangles, a very retro. This reminds me of Doctor Who. One of the titles from Doctor Who has this kind of look to it. Some more triangles. You could do some tessellations and stuff with that. This gorgeous sort of explosion. See, we don't get a lot of Disney. It's really hard to get Disney and a lot of the stuff that you guys get. Like, we just don't get it. And if we get it here, it's like ridiculous. I looked up something that someone get, and for you guys, it was like £5. For us, with postage, it was about $40. It was crazy. So then there's these really cool tickets, which will make really nice ephemera and tuck spots and things. We've got the spaceman. We've got more triangles. This one's very triangle happy. We watched Doctor Who, but buying Doctor Who craft is impossible. And then there's these circles, which again is something I thought would work really well with Moonchild. Some more circles in a different style. I just like, I've been looking at things that sort of go with and can stretch things that I absolutely love. This is very much sort of Epcot for anyone who's been to Disney. That just always reminds me of, what's it called? I can't think what it's called right now. Then some more trippy patterns. You know what I feel like? I love the color, just not a fan of the patterns. Then some moon surface. Some more cut aparts, which are kind of really cool and retro and fun. I grabbed a retro series of paper. I just can't think for the life of me what it's called. And then the last one is this blue and green sort of mottled space one. And then we have the mermaids. Oh, wow, that is awesome. Did you like the new Doctor? I loved her. I've never fallen in love with a Doctor so fast as I did the new Doctor. But a lot of, I'm guessing I don't have a lot of Doctor Who people in here. But how gorgeous is this? I know a lot of people didn't like the new Doctor, but I got it because of what they had Matt Smith and Capaldi do in terms of erasing the Doctor's history. I thought it played really well into that. A lot of people forget that because they were upset that, you know, she wasn't this big egotistical bravado type person. But the Doctor was moving more towards being low-key, the sequiny one. That's my thought anyway. How beautiful. I love this so much. I'm just lucky my sister's like, do you want these? And I'm like, sure. Haven't seen them, but sure. I'm sad to hear that, Wendy, because I really liked the new one. Some cut aparts, some mermaid scales, this beautiful background piece, which is just gorgeous. Then we have some stripies, some more like lots of little mermaids, which you could cut apart or use as whole paper. Some pretty sort of mermaid scale fan. Oh yeah, the Weeping Angels episodes were intense. Some cut aparts. These are super cute. Then some more mermaids. This has a lot of mermaid scale, but I'm not complaining. Then this, look at how beautiful this is. Me too. I really love that. This beautiful sort of oceany scene. Then some really cute, funky mermaid scales, and that is that one. So that was the 3 of the Crafter's Choice ones that she got me. And then this again was in an old order. And this is pen and ink, and it's something I had wanted for ages. They're meant to be creepy, though. The Weeping Angels, and I think it's the Are You My Mummy with the gas marks, that one freaked me out totally. So we have this good, this is a really vintage sort of paper pad. So this is a Kaisercraft one. And I would have got this when it was 50% off. So it would have been like $10 around that price range. So that's very Tim Holtz. Oh, no. Yeah, I wasn't that bad with it. There are some things I can't watch. Like I don't watch really super violent stuff, although Game of Thrones is the exception to that. And I tend to close my eyes or look away during the squicky parts. So... well, yeah. Honestly, sometimes with Kaiser I get it's very samey. I like these bingo cards too. It's just a shame they cut some off. They did it staggered, so you didn't get them all. This beautiful big frame, and then I always feel like I'm at the end of a Kaiser pad, and then there's always a couple more sheets because there's a lot. I love Music Note. paper, even if it's like vintage music note paper or in paper pads. So that, and then this little pile of stuff is it. So there's a new range at the Reject Shop, and it is called like that. So this is the ephemera and the Project Life cards. This is from an older range, and this is the only thing I really wanted from it, and that is the Sloth. It was Full Bloom collection. I really wasn't fussed on it, but I loved the stamps, and the stamps are always only $2.50, so it's pretty good. These are the Chasing Rainbow stamps, and I absolutely loved the unicorn and the Build Your Own Rainbow and the sentiments that went with that. So she got me an extra one of the ephemera, and then we just have the paper pad. And this is hit and miss for me. I love some of it, and I'm not super fussed on other bits of it. So, but there's some really nice bits in it, so it makes up for the ones. And for a few dollars. So let's see. Girl power. Hashtags. But at first, let's take a selfie. This is from this is a current paper pad from the Reject Shop. Stars, and then this one I would love sheets and sheets of the golden unicorns because that is just gorgeous, and then it just repeats itself. So that is everything my sister has been keeping for me. Oh, for sure. And I tend to go, I have to like, oh no. Well, if you see stuff, just let Tabitha know, Wendy, because she's done it for Melinda before, where they pick stuff up for each other. If they see stuff, like they'll talk to each other on Facebook Messenger and pick stuff up for each other. So I've got to put all this stuff away at some point. She is a really good sister. Like, she honestly, we don't see each other very often. We talk more on Messenger than we see each other in real life, which is kind of funny, given that we only live 10 minutes away, but neither of us drive. But yeah, she is a really good sister. I'm very lucky, and we didn't grow up together, so it's kind of a, yeah. The time comes out, there are some collections where I wasn't fast. Like, she flipped over the Christmas collection and she got me the paper pad and the ephemera and put it in her in the present bag for me. But honestly, I was like, wait till next Christmas. I like it. It's cute. It's Australian animals, so it's nice to have, but it's not. Oh wow. They just recently did a clearance spotlight. I grabbed some dies. They had just before Christmas, I think it was, or just after. They had, it was just before, they had a heap of dies on clearance, including Christmas dies and Tim Holtz. So I got like some really good stuff. Ours doesn't get a lot of craft, but what craft it does get sells out really quickly. Like, insanely fast. So I started a new project today. I was watching a Rosa Kelly tutorial a few days back, and I was really intrigued with something she was doing and thought, oh, I could adapt that and change it. So I have. So I've been working on, I think I'm calling it album. Well, I picked up the Tim Holtz cookie dies for $7.50. There's something else I got for, the festive florals or something, because I picked up a Biggs die, which I didn't mean to. Ask my tattered floral. Excuse me, keep the new one. And then they also had, there was different ones, and I mixed media one. No problem. Bye, Joanne. Happy New Year. So I grabbed a few, like and I ended up getting, like, I afterpaid it, and I had It is Forget Me Not. And it has the stickers and stuff with it. I just wanted a pack that I wasn't too stressed about using. Like, I like the paper, but I wasn't like, oh my God, if I use this paper and I screw it up, I'm going to hate myself, if that makes sense. So basically what I did is cut these. I ended up cutting some of this off though, and some of these are not cut very well. I need my new trimmer blades to come. Yeah, but even based on what sells, like craft is really popular here. No craft at all. So I think it just depends on goes where. And I think smaller regional stores might not get as much as the bigger ones. Okay, did I have one? I am 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'm not missing a page. Okay, so I thought about an album that's kind of flat and wanted to do something like, she had done a 30-minute album and I thought, oh, that's a cool idea. And then I pulled out this paper pack and it's not super thick paper. So you need super thick paper first, but also I didn't want something that would take up a lot of room. So I'm just putting my holes in. So one of the things I love about the Tim Holtz thing. Well, that's it. Like Tabitha goes in, and sometimes because if Melinda hasn't found it yet, she will buy it from there, or like yeah, it's weird. Like you'd think they'd want to put more in that people would buy, but they don't always know their target markets as well. So they sometimes stick to what is known. One of the things I like about having the Tim Holtz hole punch is it punches through plastic sleeves. Okay, all these. So the idea of this is going to be, gosh, it's nearly New Year. What has everyone got like goals for the new year? Do you set resolutions? I don't do resolutions. I do goals. I'll have to set them there. As flippy pages. I did these as pockets. Yeah, sometimes you just want something light to send, or I was just playing and thought, okay, yeah. So I do have somewhere here my paper trimmer. I have new blades coming from this. This is a cheap as paper trimmer from eBay. It was like $13, and I got 4 sets of blades for $7, which I didn't know. I hadn't looked until recently. So this doesn't cut perfectly at the moment. They might go a bit later, Melinda, but you never know your luck. So I'm not doing thick cardstock for any of this. I didn't see the point. Oh, I did. I kind of like the idea of it being something light, so or just a simple thing. And I just wanted to use the paper range I had. Happy New Year! That is one of my goals, is not to stop spending money, because we all learnt last year or this year what happens to me when I try and do a no spend. Amanda goes insane, loses her mind, and wants to spend things. So I'm not going. I want to sort what I have and only buy things that I actually need. I have a couple of spots where my stash is really lacking though. One of those being Easter. I don't have a lot of Easter stuff, and I do have a little bit of. I have enough Valentines. Like I don't need a ton of Valentines, but Valentines and Easter are the two sort of main places I am lacking. Right, you're not up properly. That's right. That's not right. Oh no, that is right. So they're my things that I've. We have 9 minutes in Australia until it is. So I'm just playing with this because this was my thing. I had 2 goals this year. Like, I figure you should start the new year how you intend to go on. So I intend to craft a lot this year, I hope. And hopefully have a much clearer desk or bigger space to work from. Well, it is, yep, 9 minutes to go here. And I was looking at what cardstock I had, and I just thought with this collection, the craft was kind of the nicest one. Well, see, I watch YouTube. I do stuff at the same time. Hang on. Huh. Oh, that might be why. I have a few. I'm still working on health stuff. I need, you know, I'm so over not having energy and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's part and parcel with what I deal with. So, but I'm also, I want to do better at things like self-care. I get really lax on that at times just because of how I'm feeling and stuff. So. I have quite a few things this year. I want to upcycle a bit more, which I do a lot anyway. Oh, yay, Melinda, that would be awesome. It's really easy to do on YouTube. You just hook it all up and go. News, Grace. I'm glad to hear that. I didn't know your sister was sick because I am terrible at keeping track of things. And if you post things on Facebook, I rarely look at what's going on Facebook. I am terrible like that. I don't mean to be. I just take some of the pressure off myself and stop trying to make myself do all the things. Like all the monthly things and like all the post every day for a month things like Vlogmas, like Vader and Vlogmas and stuff. So I need to kind of get better at not taking on as much. I have a lot of projects I want to finish and get more, like get them done. And also I want to stop buying stuff and get all the happy mail out that I need. Because I have so much stuff and so many people that I owe, not owe to, because I like that about us Aussie crafters is that it's not about owing stuff. It's just, you know, we do nice things for each other. So I really like that. Oh no, that does not sound very pleasant at all. I'm glad she's recovering. That's scary. Makes me glad I don't have any marble staircases around. So we are 5 minutes off the new year, everyone. Wow. Well, in my area. Okay. So this is my little, I'm calling it a booklet album. I think that's about as good as I can get with a title for it. It really has. Like, I am so grateful for all my Aussie crafters. Like, especially because I see, like, I took part in a pop collab thing and there was drama. Like, people were just making it so difficult and it made me really appreciate what we have. Oh, wow. And just overseas hops and stuff, and you know, you can't do this unless you have this many subs, and just all sorts of things like that made me really appreciate what we have as a crafting community. I mean, sure, we have our share of people who, you know, not probably not as many as other places. Like there are people who will absolutely rip others off and stuff, but we all look out for each other, and that doesn't always happen elsewhere. A very simple use brads, and then I thought, no, I can do this sort of little doubling up, because being me, I like to make it nice and strong. And then I'm going to bring this down here, just tie it off. Oh no, that's terrible. Oh, that sucks. If you hear the banging, that's the local fireworks going off. Being me, I always triple knot just in case. That's not looking too bad for something I just completely made up. I should have scored the cover. That's what I probably should have done, is scored my covers. I didn't think of that at the time. So what I'll do is just make sure I fold that back. I get scrambled egg words. I hate it. It really drives me nuts. Like, you'll notice that there are times where I just don't want to post videos, and it's because I struggle to find the words. And you'll hear me umming and ahhing a lot more than I used to. Like, if you go back and watch my earlier videos compared to this last year, you can really see a difference. And that's just mental health conditions and stuff. It's not, and just, yeah, I don't know. I don't know everything that causes it. It happens. Hopefully the scrambled egg words will go away. So this is my booklet album. What do you guys think? I was thinking of doing a tutorial on it. I just wanted to craft and stuff. I've been dying to sort of do more of this since I started it. I wanted it to be something you could grab, like, because I know a lot of us grab those Kaiser paper packs when they're on special, or, you know, you might have a few sheets of paper left over from something. Okay, for everyone in the states like mine, it is 1 minute till midnight. So I'm going to hopefully not knock my camera off. I was going to try and flip it so you can see me. Hi, in my nightie. Night, Pamela. Happy New Year. Yeah, just in my nightie, I was like, I'm not getting dressed up for this live stream. It's too hot. So, yeah. And we are almost, oh my gosh, it's almost a new year. How exciting. I love New Year's for the possibility. Woohoo! Happy New Year, everyone. I don't have any poppers or blowers or anything on hand, but woohoo! Happy New Year! Oh, sorry, Grace, we beat you to it. I'm only going to stream for a little bit longer. Yep, the fireworks are going off outside mine too, even though I can hear them loud and clear, and if I stand outside, I can watch sort of some of the higher ones, but oh my gosh, no thanks. I don't know. Is anyone over, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm such a Grinch, but I'm not a fan of fireworks anymore. Like, I see all these awesome light shows that a lot of places do now, and I think, oh my God, why are you not doing these awesome light shows instead of, you know, spending money on fireworks that can harm the environment and that upset the local wildlife and dogs and things? Bye, Wendy. I don't mind fireworks. I just think I got a bit, I think because we always grew up with dogs, and I know a lot of people whose animals really react badly to fireworks. We had a storm here today, and I wish it had lasted longer. So what's everyone been crafting? I didn't ask that. I like that we got a small group of people in here because everyone that has come in is someone I absolutely adore. Oh wow, that's an adjustment. Snow in Italy to hot, high, 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 hot. See, I start to think that too, but then I also think the laser light shows and stuff, which are amazing, don't have any harmful impact on the environment. So there's like, yeah. But I get what you're saying, Melinda, for sure, especially with the year you've had. Oh, it is. I'm going to have to go soon because it's just getting too hot in here. I'm going to have to open up my front door and let some cooler air back through. I am also, because if I go too late, my crazy, my neighbor that is creepy will come bashing on my door and tell me to shut up. And no one needs to witness that, and I really don't want to go through that. I should find out in somewhere in between now and 6 weeks whether I get DSP or not, which is disability for anyone overseas. Hot summer, cold winter, both of them, I need moderate in environment. I suppose I would deal with summer better if I had a temperature controlled environment. It's okay, we all speak fluent typo, Grace. Well, I know I do. I also type in fluent typo. I'm very good at it. Yeah, we saw in the new year, I'm fading very fast. It's been I've been trying to do a little bit each day in the cooler weather. So of nighttime, I've been doing stuff, washing and whatnot. I can only blame myself, so I don't have a phone to blame because I'm usually typing on a keyboard. I prefer using my laptop to my phone to watch things and stuff, but I'm very bad at type. I need to put Grammarly on my laptop probably. Grammarly is supposed to save you from making big typos. So happy New Year, everyone! May it be a wonderful year filled with good things for you all, and may all of us who've been struggling have some breakthroughs. That is true. Spell check does have a mind of its own. It totally has a mind of its own. So I'm going to end this because I'm at my I can't handle any more moment. I wasn't sure how long I'd be able to stream for, which is why I didn't do it earlier, because I wanted to make sure we hit the new year. As I said, I hope you all have a wonderful new year, and I'm going to end this stream the way I end every stream. I hope you remember that you are amazing, you are incredible, and you truly do matter. Bye all. Bye everyone. Thank you for being here.